There we go, and we're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
A little late today.
Yes.
Still don't see any comments.
Yeah.
Does that mean no one's here?
Maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go check. Andy live. Perfect.
Yeah, we
You're
have 0
probably
minutes. So.
Oh, morning. There's Keith. He's probably like, what's going on?
Good morning.
Oh. Keith, we were just talking about having to switch over our charts and like messing up our levels and having to redraw them all. I was not prepared for that, to be honest. We are moving down at the open.
Yeah. Right to previous day high right now.
Ah.
Well, that's on NQ. Let me see. Get on ES.
Yeah, we're breaking previous day high.
Yeah. Right to potentially to value area high. Lines up with previous day VWAP.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, Keith. We're a little behind schedule, so we're just trying to get everything set up here. But we're waiting for the first 15 minutes, anyways. So
I do really like if if we're gonna react strongly here, we kind of really overshot previous day high. So we'll see. It kind of feels like a bit too much of an overshoot.
yeah, and it seems like we could be due for a pullback day.
Yeah.
Because after we've been running up for a couple days.
I have previous day low way down at 66.63.75. I don't know if it'll pull back that much, but that would kind of be nice. Do you know where previous day POC is?
Yes, it is 66.70.50.
Thank you. You're my previous day POC indicator.
Yeah.
What to label this? How do I label
I took a long last night, but it was in a practice account.
Oh yeah? How did that go?
Yeah, it was okay. I ended up stopping out in profit, but
okay.
Yeah. So after watching your guys' podcast there, I'm totally interested to try to take some trades in my practice account with like bigger size. Like you're saying. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that idea.
I felt like it was such a good idea because sizing is such an issue. People will really screw themselves up when they try to size up, right? And I don't know if you guys have listened to it. Morning Act, Isaac talked about in your practice account, be taking trades but sized up so that you start practicing the sizing that you actually want. Like when you're ready to scale up, which I thought is a really good, like such a practical tip, you know?
Trump speaking at the White House right now.
Ooh.
FYI, everybody. Looks like we're finding a little support there. We topped off the previous day VWAP.
Meg 7's a mixed bag. They're actually below the VWAP right now, but bouncing a little, so we'll see how that turns out.
Are you still in that Tesla call?
Yeah, I am. I'm really hoping it recovers a bit. Because I'm like, oh, could have taken just could have gotten out, but
yeah,
you always don't know. Like if you look at if you're looking at Google, like on the 3rd of September, it gapped up largely, like a pretty huge gap, similar to what Tesla had, like visually. And it just kept going. But when you look at Tesla, it gapped up largely, but then it's like starting to pull back, and you'll see that sometimes for sure, which is sometimes why I get out right at the open when it's had such a big gap up.
Sure.
But I am trying to, like, you know, leave the swing trade swinging basically a little bit. But in this instance, I'm like, oh, I just should have taken the free money because I literally entered the position on Friday. So it was kind of one of those like, oh, it's too easy. Like, just take your easy money and then, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Well, I think the catalyst was that he bought like $1 billion worth of shares.
There was a few things that he did. He bought a ton of shares. He also, like, good morning, all.
On my phone, but not on the TV. Yeah, maybe you're looking at the wrong stream on your TV. You might need to check that you're watching the correct stream. Because if she's not on the TV, then you're probably looking at the wrong one.
He also, I think, laid out a plan of how, like, Tesla was going to take over the world or something like that. Like, there was just some positive, strong, like, news that way. I honestly don't pay too much attention to it. If I'm making like a news play on stocks, it's like I hear word of it, see the reaction in the market, and then I like try to enter in on that.
Yeah. So actually, my sister's name's Christina.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. It's okay if you end up calling me Christina. That was supposed to be my name, but my mom messed it up, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's naming me after my grandmother's middle name.
Okay.
Which she thought at the time was Christine, but later found out it was Christina.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Cool story. Cool story.
Yeah, cool story.
Yeah. So what do we got here? We're working on our we have closed our 5 minutes or 45 minutes, 15 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, we sure have. At least a little bit more volatility today, especially at the open. Well, touch. Our opening range is about 15 points ish. We are at previous day near VWAP, which I actually like for a trade. Let's see what this does. Because this
Asia
just
low is kind of
in that
control area also.
Yeah. I have. Yeah, I guess so. You're right. It is around there. I got to figure out how to do those markups. Oh, I wonder if I have. No. I do London lows. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. Which is, I think, roughly around midnight.
Yeah. We've already blown through that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens at the previous day. I'm not in a rush. Ooh, yay Tesla. Move in a little bit.
So we got Randy and Nick on ASFX.
I know, those traders. That's why we're all late, guys. We had Randy and Nick abandon us.
Playing in the big fish pond.
Mm-hmm. So Morning, Michael. How are you?
Yes, good morning, Michael.
Oh, I'm kind of liking this bounce. Well, maybe it's not a bounce. Let's just wait.
Yeah, could be a bounce.
How's NQ doing?
NQ is looking fairly similar. Sitting on its previous day high, about area high.
Yeah, nope, not a bounce yet. That's why it's never bad to wait, guys. Ooh, maybe there's a bounce. Man. Yes, Keith, you're with us, so all is right. If you're not on the stream, then is it really a stream? I think I might go for it.
Yeah. Fits your plan. See these 5-minute candles here.
Yeah, I did. I went for it.
You did? Nice.
Yep. Figure we have to give it a try. It might not work, but.
So you taking a long?
Yeah, taking a long. I'm in at 77.75.
Okay. And you're shooting for?
I'm gonna front run high a day, but we'll see. So technically that'd be 87.50, 66.87.50. That would be a 2R. Nice. Oh.
And you got your stop just sort of below that wick, or a little bit further?
I have it at 5 point, as Michael has told me, no less than 5 points. So it's giving me a little bit of room, which is nice.
Yeah, that is.
I like it did overshoot the level of the previous day. And seemingly so far there's a reaction, right? But doesn't mean it's a sustained reaction, because it is a pretty strong move down. But I feel like I'm still within trend, right? Like we're not in a downtrend, we're in a pullback. So we'll see, but maybe there's more pullback, you know? Like that's the hard part when you're trying these trades. Sometimes you're always trying to catch like a bottom or what you think is a bottom.
Yeah, and it could just be like the market breath, sort of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like this isn't looking great, but we'll see what happens. I went in with 7 micros, so I went down a little bit in size.
Okay. It gives you a little more.
Yeah, like normally, like I could have gone like 10 micros really, but 5 minutes seems to be a good check. Yeah, I feel like it's a good, just good to have that standard. Like a lot of the times, 5 points so far on this current volatility seems like enough or gives you a little extra room, which is sometimes nice. And when you're like, oh, just got stopped out.
Oh, wow. That was a perfect candle. Holy smokes.
It's a good try. So that brought me down $162, which is very manageable risk.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an easy trade to recover.
Exactly.
So we're looking pretty bearish then, actually.
Yeah.
Since that high at 1:15 a.m. so 4:15 a.m. on East Coast, I guess.
Yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
Should have known with Trump talking. I'll have to mark that up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Bet anything.
Trump talking. Yeah, that's a big move. That's a.
Wow, look at that candle.
Yeah.
Didn't really give you any opportunity to like take profit or anything either. So.
No, I mean it looked good right off the hop for a hot second. I think it made it like a couple points into profit, but.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Keith. I mean, I don't understand options, but I understand those numbers.
Damn.
And that, yeah. What is Apple doing today? Yeah.
I'll be back one sec. Sorry, my dog's like, he's not feeling very good this morning, unfortunately.
Oh, poor guy. I'll be here. I'll just talk to everybody. Oh, we just hit previous day POC.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but this always happens. I just started a new funded account, and like the first 2 trades that I've taken have been losses. And I haven't been trading that much, so like I had one day that was a loss, and then today. So maybe I'll find another trade, which is great. But it's just like it always happens that way, you know, like when you start a new account, sometimes when you transfer over, it's just like you're in the losing stage, and it can always be a bummer. It's totally fine because that's life. But we're gonna bounce off previous day POC, people? Who's trading ICT? The good thing is, as you noticed, that I know that these trades are wrong pretty quickly, which is nice. And obviously if it had have been right, I would have made 300 some odd dollars versus losing 162. And that's personally for me why I like this strategy, even though I will lose more of the trades than I win. No, I don't trade ICT at all. I don't think, but like I just started switching to like sweeps of levels and things like that, like mean reversions. And I think ICT has some of that in there, but I don't trade it at all. The only person that I listen to in regard to ICT is Zach, because he can explain it very well and he just has a really good understanding of things. And I like how I wouldn't trade like him per se, but I can learn aspects of how he trades and apply it to mine. Yeah, Keith, did you like that podcast? He's so good. He has a really cool strategy, very like automated. He takes as much human interference out as possible. So if you see how he trades with bands, like the mean reversion trades, or like he'll trade kind of like Michael, probably similar, not the standard deviation bands, but some type of deviation band. So he has trades based on that, and he's so like methodical with how he does it. He uses an envelope. Yeah. So like when he gets 6 points in profit, he moves to stop to 4.5 points. He never takes a break even. He's either taking his 10-point loss or 4.5 points, which is kind of cool. And yeah, he showed it to me actually, Michael. I was in I was at the Tampa conference, and that day that strategy worked so well. I like looked at him, I was like, does this work every day? He's like, it's not as nice this day, but like just like some days you'll have perfect like deviation bounces. Like that day it was like, oh, bounce from here and went all the way to the other side, bounce from there, went all the way to the other side. I'm like, oh my gosh, is this the key? But it just happened to be a day that it worked really well, which all strategies have. You know, like you have moments of your strategy working so well, and then you have to get through the time that it doesn't work as well, and then it comes back around. So like I think everyone has that. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so it's got to be so similar, like deviation bands, his envelope, like I don't know.
Who are you guys talking about?
Isaac. Michael is saying that like his envelope system is his how do you say that word? Proprietary. But he said it's almost matched, like it matched very well with the VWAP bands. And it's the same type of idea, you know? But you could probably employ like his management of trades with deviation brand for sure. Like some of his like taking profit or not taking the break evens, like those types of things. But you could do that on any strategy. Do you ever take bounces of the previous day POC?
Do I?
Yeah. Like, is that a trade?
I usually wait for a reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And you know, we're just so bearish right now that
yes,
I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback here for an entry on a short. That's kind of where I'm at. So it's kind of like a yes and a no at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, but because of the like movement in the morning, you're feeling more like go with the shorts.
Yeah.
Versus trying to catch a bounce.
Until it tells us something else is happening. That's what I'm thinking right now. But if there's, if I mostly use POC and value areas just for like confluence. So, like if we got previous day VWAP
Yep.
at one of those levels, then it just adds that extra confluence.
Yeah.
Or like a fair value gap.
Yeah.
I'll look to enter on those.
Got it.
But
Michael, I think his bottom is slightly tighter than the top because the top slightly tighter than the bottom because the bottom needs more room or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yes, one of his envelopes is smaller than the other.
NQ is looking a little more bearish here.
Asia low. Oh, this was definitely a bounce off Asia low. I got to start marking those off.
Yeah, right at POC.
Yeah.
So this definitely could be a place for a long.
Yeah, I could try a long here. Definitely held this. Well, never mind. Haven't pressed the button yet, people. Are we talking about mail? Okay, let's see if this sweeps the low it just made. That would be a better entry, I think.
Sorry, I was laughing at Jose's comment there. Bit of a battle there. The book went dark up above since we had that recent push lower.
What's ASFX TV doing?
I see nothing on there.
Okay.
I don't know who's on there.
Probably like, what the heck's happening? Apple's, woo, Apple.
Trump's still talking.
I was waiting for an entry into Apple, but I would have liked it to get down to about 221-ish. But it didn't. Never does what I want it to.
I have an alert on Apple but it's 218.79, so I don't know how far that is away.
Yeah.
Artlist.io.
Oh yeah, way far away. We're going just ripping higher, eh? Oh,
yeah.
That's beautiful. How's NQ going lower right now?
Is that what it is? Oh, it's moving up a little bit. We'll see. I'm looking for a bit of a sweep of this low because we're at Asia low and we've already kind of bounced a little bit. If we can sweep this low and then like make a really strong reaction, I would see that as a trade. But I kind of feel like I'm just like wishing for something today. You have a limit sell order, which means you're going to go short at 66.76. Got it. So you want it to come back up, retest the lower band, and then bounce off that. Okay, so for me, this would be a sweep of the low, but if we just keep going, then it's not. If this starts moving up quickly, then I would look at that as a reaction. But my hand's off the mouse right now, people, so don't click any buttons prematurely.
I just got to update I'm just updating my list here of having the right indices.
The what?
Like the right contracts for the indices. When I go to my like top watch list, it like still has those
yes
QU or whatever.
Yeah.
Music licensing
Okay.
reimagined.
Volume coming in.
Okay, Trump's finished talking now.
Oh, thank goodness. You can all calm down, people.
Okay, there, yeah, I got all my proper contracts up again.
Thomas.
So, probably most of you guys in the chat already know, but maybe my dad doesn't. But we have like the contracts that we trade roll over. Is it what 3 times a year, or is it 4 times
Like, isn't it? Is it quarterly?
quarterly? Yeah, that's
Because the last
So
time was
that'd be
September.
Artlist IO.
Yeah. Does this count as a reaction?
that's a pretty nice reaction.
I like it. Okay. I'm in it. We might lose this one, people, but you know what? You got to shoot your shots.
Trade your plan for sure.
Trade the plan. Trade the
So
plan.
another 5-point stops, and what are you targeting? Middle of the range? High of the
Well, give me a hot second. I gotta put it. I have to mark it up. But I'm distracted because now it's just moving down. So I would be targeting VWAP.
I might take this
Oh,
trade
nice.
in the practice account.
Oh, nice.
Let's see if it works out.
Artlist IO.
So I just sent Thomas the link, so he might be jumping in.
Cool. Nice.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have went lower sized on this one. That
Oh, yeah.
Music
well, maybe
licensing
actually I haven't
reimagined.
decided on that yet.
Like sizing down for your second trade. There he
Hello,
is.
guys.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Thomas.
Good morning.
Sorry, it's just the same link, but I didn't know that you
good to
didn't know
for
that.
next time.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm sitting in a short right now, down
Nice.
to yesterday's low.
Artlist
Yeah.
IO.
Nice.
We're in a. I'm in a long, of course, and Dave's in a long on a practice account.
Nice.
But I do feel like the shorts are. They're looking good at the moment.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like this is one of the. Yeah, I just took a short from New York VWAP before we had that really big push down.
Ooh,
I got
nice.
in like like right at the top of that candle, and then I actually added in just a few minutes ago, and my stop is still at 75 at break even. So I'm like well in profit with my stop trailed to the last like level of structure.
Nice. Sure.
Artlist IO.
All right.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, just so everybody in the chat is watching that this isn't a live, like this is a practice account trade. So, not
You're not in 30? I need a practice
30.
account. I can start trading 30.
yeah. If you just reach out to top one
And they'll do
and
it?
say I want a practice account, and they'll like hook you up. Yeah, just go to their little chat, whatever.
Artlist IO.
Cool.
That's how I got it. And they just loaded up like $100,000 account with no
Sweet.
drawdown, no nothing. Just here's 100,000 to play with, right?
Yeah, that's really nice, actually.
So what do you
Already
look
had-
for, Dave, when you're trading?
Music licensing
What kind of
Um,
indicators or like technical analysis do you use?
So I use the volume, like value area volume kind of idea, and I use VWAPs just to mainly indicate our direction and everything. And then lately I've been trying to enter on fair value gaps. But I'm looking for like confluences. So like even, I like to draw like trend lines and then wait for those trend lines to like line up with, a value area or a fair value gap or a VWAP kind of idea. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a blend of a couple areas there.
Music licensing.
But whatever you're doing, it's working well for you, Dave.
Yeah, it's been working pretty good so far. And the biggest thing I've been trading is actually patience. Just waiting. I've been spending like way too long just waiting for something to just look like I want to take it,
Right.
I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, like just having so much patience to like sit through this like trade, because I've been on like such a red streak that I know this week I'm like just trying to like get base hits,
Nice.
but also I don't want to change up what like I'm trying to learn. And so I'm like,
Yes.
I didn't want to add in. I was like, oh, I should just not add in and like keep it easy. But then I was like, no, I should add in. And now it's like, even where I trailed my stock to, it's still, I would have trailed it there whether I'd added in or not. And I have like no more risk on the table, but like almost half as much profit potential.
Right.
So now I'm just trying to hold my, I'm like just trying to not touch anything right now as this thing is like just slowly tipping over.
I know it's not looking good for our trade, but looking good for your trade. So
Yeah, it's rolling over a bit more here. Shoot.
yeah.
We still have value area low, sort of in the way. That's one thing is I actually track both value areas from like the open session and the electronic hours. So if you see on my chart, I have like EVAL, which is my electronic value area low. So because if you know Zach,
Okay, I just closed.
Nice. Good job, Thomas.
I just closed. I had to get out of that. I was like, I'm good. So that was a
You're ready.
$350
good point.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Beautiful.
You got really nice trade.
Yeah, I ended up risking eight with 8 contracts, and then I ended up making 10 with 12 contracts.
Nice.
Sweet. Beautiful trade. That's nice.
Yeah.
Wow. I just felt like today was like the way we just sell off from the open like that.
Yes.
Sometimes I see this sometimes, and it's like I like got to the desk and I just immediately wanted to click the sell button, and I like went through my routine, like made sure I did everything, but still just wanted to click the sell button.
Yes.
Well, you picked the right button to click.
Yep. You sure did.
Yeah, so what I was saying there
Would
is
you- Yeah, go ahead.
Zach calculates his point of control from including the electronic hours on the 30-minute chart. And then me and Randy, we were doing like just like the open hours, like no electronic hours at the 30-minute. So then I've been noticing that it reacts to both of those levels relatively good. Some sort of reaction anyways. So that's why I've been keeping sort of both on the chart. Yeah. So I got a few more lines than most people do. But
So will you be looking for a reaction, Christine, at yesterday's low? Is that a level for you?
Yes, but I already I'm about to get stopped out on this trade, which would be my second one. So I've tried like 2 levels already, and they've just like blown through them. So I'm kind of like, ugh, like, is this the day for levels for my levels? Maybe not. But I do have 3 tries, so we'll see. Previous low a day is my next one, right? So we'll see if there's a bounce there, and then if not, then I would just be like done for the day, I think.
Nice little wick there.
I don't know what that's off of though. I have previous day low at 63.75. You?
So I got that electronic value area low that it's sitting at. The price is sitting at right now.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of wicked back up to that. That's what I was saying. Like, it does. If you look at my chart there, you can see that 2 candles ago on the 5, it wicked up at the first value area low, and then now it wicked up at the second electronic value area low.
Yeah, so some reaction for sure. I still really like that entry. Like if you look at the entry for my trade, like it matched my entry. So I'm actually really happy to have taken that. It just didn't, it was just like a failed try basically.
Yeah.
But for me, the low was made at Asia low. It's also previous day POC in that zone. It swept the low. It had like a stronger reaction with higher volume.
You're not out?
No, I am. Yeah, I only have 5-point stop.
Oh, you got it knocked out of that one.
Yeah, I did. And that will happen. Like maybe it works now, but who knows? Like it's not off. Okay. We'll see what happens.
I thought that you're in. I thought I got in relatively same price, which would have been 66.70, and then 5 points from there would have been, or sorry, yeah, 70. So it would have been 75.25, which we didn't quite get there. We only got to 66.
Oh, I got in at 72.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Entry was slightly.
So if you're on the 2-minute candle, that what do you call that candle that has the like wick to the downside? I don't know any of these things.
Like a dragonfly doji?
What's a dragonfly doji?
Dragonfly dojis, or like a hammer? Maybe
a hammer candle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you had the big wick that swept the lows and then reaction off of that. That I got in right there. But this looks nice. Now this is a reaction.
Yeah. So there's a dragonfly doji is typically like a doji that has like that hammer, sort of like a hammer doji.
Yes.
And then a gravestone doji is the opposite when it's like a bearish, more of a bearish hammer. So I don't know.
Things you learn.
But, yeah, if you like, my trade is in the money. This
yeah, you're
look at that, nice trade,
hanging out.
And
yeah,
so
30%.
Dave, are you on MNQ or on ES?
MES.
Yeah. I can't see MES. Okay.
Yeah. So, my
question about the Christine, but just a question about the volume stuff. Is it generally like a very quick kind of maybe the word I'm looking for is like a sharp reaction? Is that the type of trade you're looking for, or is it more about this as a level, just kind of overall holding?
Yeah, I think it's like
that makes
overall
sense.
holding. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely like. I'm definitely liking that. You know, that wick that it formed. So that's definitely like a pretty clear signal that there's buyers there, right? Or if it's consolidating just above or just below it, that's also good too, right? And then I'm just waiting to sort of take the direction that I would be looking to go, right? So this could be just a pullback to the opening range low before we reject. But yeah.
And how do you see book map volume different from like the session volume profile?
Book map volume? I just like, to be honest, like the session volume profile on Bookmap is just kind of like, it's like today's price action, right? So I usually don't pay that close attention to it, other than the fact that wherever we have those like low volume areas, it tends to be able to move through those areas faster, right?
Okay.
If you look on this little how we have these like peaks and valleys here, so the little valleys on these areas where there's lower volume, it tends to move through those areas a little faster.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of the only thing I'm really watching on the volume side of the book map. don't really use today's volume for levels that much. But it looking like we're trying to push back through that, that low volume area back up to 66.77 area, which would be the next high volume node on the upper side, which also lines up with the value area high. So.
Michael was just saying 30% of the time markets trend, 70% of the time it ranges. So 30% of the time mean reversion will just get you into trouble. It's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
And that I would revise that from trouble to 30% of the time you will not have your edge available to you.
Mm-hmm.
But all strategies run into quote unquote trouble, right? When they aren't working. Like if you're a trend trader, an extension trend trader, technically 70% of the time it's not going to work as well.
Totally. I feel like right now in these market conditions is like when so many strategies are like not doing well, and I recognize Austin like really pushing people to like kind of go to his style, which is like the really big stops and like just getting like pieces out of a trade. And the thing is, like, it is working in this like environment because we're like just ranging so hard that one sharp move to the downside might wick out a lot of people, but like his stop is just so big. And I think that's definitely his like expertise, or like time in the market showing of like his adaptability. But also at the same time, those trending moves are really nice to be able to play and get. And I feel like that's a little bit of why I pulled my trade when I did it, because I just felt like, dang, it just gave me 20 points in one direction. Like if I didn't take some off back, then that would really stink.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We flirt with the second band without an immediate reaction. That's my criteria to look for trend following. Nice.
What's
Michael,
up,
grab
back?
another call, you guys.
See you.
Back.
What about Mike?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do for the rest of this session now? What's the price gonna do here? Why can't it just be clear? But I did like that consolidation down there, value area low, and then also NQ found quite a bit of support on the previous day VWAP. And we were in a channel. We kind of broke down the bottom of that channel. So if NQ is going to turn bullish, I'm going to definitely need to see us get above the electronic VWAP or the overnight VWAP hour, and then also which is lining up with that trend line right now. So that would be pretty bullish, in my opinion. We do have a bearish fair value gap on the ES up at 66.82 area, which is after that first bearish candle up there. So if we're going to get a reversal, it's probably going to be back up there if we're going to continue to head lower. Sort of get a strong pullback to that area, because that's also lining up with the trend line that I have on the ES here.
Dang, I feel like, Christine, your trade's like starting to come to fruition. Are you ever like
just a little too
like
tight.
a little early? Oh, she's gone, but yeah.
She all she needed was like 2 more points on her stop, and she would have been still in this trade too. So that entry, that one, two couple ticks on the entry makes a difference.
I did get back into that trade while you guys were chatting.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look back and see if it was too like quick, but I was like, my stop did get stopped out, but the trade looks like it's still, especially that retest.
Yeah.
So my price wasn't like great. So we'll see, 73.75. So I just have to remember that for when I'm like taking profit.
So I think.
What was your initial entry?
My initial entry was 72. So on the 2 minute,
72. Uh-huh.
that hammer candle,
When we
that's
overshot,
low.
kind of when we like overshot that big candle and then held that.
Yep. Like swept
Yeah,
the lows
okay.
that it had bounced on or held for 2, 4, 6, 8 minutes on Asia
Mhm.
lows, and the low that it had created, and then made a reaction. And I did note that there was like a higher volume bar at that reaction. So I don't know if you look, like, I know people look at volume, not like the highest, but it
sure.
was higher than any of the surroundings. So
Yeah, well, if you look at the book
Damn,
where you
as
did
someone-
enter, like, it's pretty like there's quite a bit of orders, like 7,000 orders in that area. So
yeah, but I'm glad you actually got into the trade and had a bigger stop, because this will be interesting, like,
little data.
looking at stops, right? Like, it'll be good to compare. Is 5 enough on some days? But
And that's part of my levels too, is I try to use those, those levels, the next level, sort of like if it's the value area low or the point of control as my like stop.
And that makes sense, yeah. So how many points was your stop, Dave?
This stop was it's 7 points.
Okay.
So, and Zach Arbucci, he's been going with a negative risk to reward.
Yes,
and
he
being
has.
super successful.
Mhm.
So, especially if you're trading NQ, I think ES is a little bit easier to like keep their stop a little bit tighter, but
Yeah.
the way that NQ can flop around. So what I did there is I did cover 15 already at the value area low.
Okay.
At the opening range low. And then I brought my stop to break even. So, I mean, looking like I might get like slightly in the money, but I might get stopped out here. But that's typically how I treat my trades is I'll like take a partial at a key level.
Yes.
Like the opening range low, or in this case, also the New York VWAP is right there.
Yeah.
So I covered some of it and then I bring my stop to break even. So worst case scenario, you only capture whatever amount of profit you decided to take.
Yeah. But it's so cool. Like that, to me, that looks like really great management. But like when you're trading with higher size, like this is such a good example. You started with 30 and like look at your partial profit. You're already like, you're going to be up $500 on a trade that you only got negative RR on. But it is hard sometimes on these trades because they have a higher losing rate, unfortunately. So that's why I like trading these trades with like a positive R expectancy. But I like that you were able to like get some profit out of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, like we keep saying, it's such a mean reversion type of. I just found that like, and I probably, if this was like my real account, I probably would have taken off like even more, like only left like maybe 5 or even maybe 5 or 10.
Yeah.
At that point, if I was in 30 for real. And yeah, it is kind of a negative risk to reward, I guess. But like I said, I think the style that I use to like make sure I'm locking in profit and not letting it turn into a loser kind of like helps you just stay green, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This was sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I forgot I had 150, 160 in there, I think, from pre-market, so it wasn't quite. It was like a 337 winner.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'm like going through like every morning I'm like going through my best trades, worst trades, and like today's trade looks so similar to one of the trades I have like marked up on here of like, this is my textbook setup you gotta be in, and it just looks so similar. Oh my god, I feel like I want to send these in the chat or something, because it's like pattern recognition is so crazy with the trading stuff.
Do you want to share your
Charts look
screen?
similar. Yeah, why not? I'll share my screen for a sec.
Present your screen out there and we'll toss it up for sure. Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of like patterns and whatnot matching up here. So Let's see, multi-stage. Do I gotta remove mine first?
Yeah, I
before
think you got to remove yours.
Okay, gotcha. There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So this is my little
Oh,
PowerPoint
sweet.
presentation I go
Slideshow.
through.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I got a little slideshow, but we'll make this large just so we can see this trade. Because see, this trade, this is like we're at all-time highs. We just
Yes.
super bullish, and then we just start to sell off, and then the 2-minute price action is just straight sell off under New York VWAP, like kind of a tank like that. And then
Yes.
like you look at today, it's super similar. We have a big run up and then just a slow sell off. And like to me, I saw someone trying to buy like off this and then I was like, okay, well, this is just slowly selling off. Then we get this one big candle push lower. And then when I looked at NQ was like already like way pushing under its VWAP. So I just figured this previous day VWAP doesn't really matter. And then this price action looks pretty much exactly the same as this. And it's just like, it's just taking the same trade on repeat. Yeah. That was really it.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then honestly though, yesterday this was the same. I'm finding myself like taking the same setups. There's one with the all-time high VWAP on here that I took like a very similar trade to yesterday. Dang, I don't know. Oh,
What
here it is.
program is this? Like, how do you have it all neatly organized?
This is just Google Slides. Act like an adult from Nick Jocelyn.
So funny.
And then like I like wrote myself like a little thing that I read every morning.
Nice.
And then how my winning days look. And I just have like this one I'm trading with the VWAP. This one I'm adding in, taking profits at the highs. This one I'm like letting the trade just sit for like 2 hours. This one just trading with the VWAP. And then like slippery slope pitfalls. What am I prone to doing? That's like a mistake.
Oh, nice.
And then we have the big no-nos of like I sold it here and then bought it 2 minutes later and took full losses on both trades. Like,
oh yeah,
terrible. And then like making it work where it's like a slow moving trade or just like how trading normally is. Not perfect. But
I really like
overall,
that.
I'm glad. Yeah, and I'm glad I did what I did there because you could see. Oops.
Yeah, look at that exit.
Yeah, right. So this was my initial entry. I wanted to get in right at VWAP, and then it immediately opened lower, and I didn't just enter. I waited for a little bit of a pullback, then I entered with my stop up there, and then literally like I don't know, like a minute later, this candle finished. I dragged the stop to break even.
That's nice.
And then sat through all of this chop and set a limit order at like 69.25 or 69.50, like right under this candle. And then also I waited for the block of orders at 70 to be filled. And then I pressed sell. So then I added in on this wick. And as it made a new structure low, I trailed the stop to here.
Nice.
Which was at the same structure, and then it was still at a break even.
Yeah.
And then I pulled it there, missed out on a potential 2 points, but it's like my original take profit was all the way down here. So in all likelihood, I probably wouldn't have just like pulled it on this candle. I would have trailed it and then got tapped out either in profit or this was my break even stop. So I would have literally been taken right out and or not. So overall, probably did the right thing.
Yeah.
Lock it in, right? Nice trade.
Yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
Got the Dow rolling over a bit right now too. Headed for lows.
I'm just gonna focus on my Tesla instead of looking at my day trading today.
Yeah, what's Tesla doing right now?
Okay.
It's up 1.7 right now percent. So
It
love
looks
for
like
it
it's
to get
rebounding though from yesterday.
430. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had a rough end of the day there yesterday. Hey?
Oh, you did?
No, I mean Tesla
Yes,
did.
it did. Yes, it did.
Well,
Not
and,
impressed.
so looking like it's probably going to go higher in the next day or two. For sure.
Yeah.
But
You still got lots of day left.
don't let me.
I
I
know.
mean, that's its
I know.
breakout. Let's see. Let's draw a trend line.
So we're starting to find some support here again at that value area low. So
Yeah, let's get some trends up there, Thomas.
Boom. Oh. Did I do that right?
I don't know.
Maybe that's the trend line. Oh,
That looks good to me.
That's a nice bullish breakout
are-
for sure. Yeah,
Damn.
nice flag breakout.
Trade
Yeah.
trend lines. All you have to do is trade trend lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop at the most current structure and 2R every time. Boom.
Did you see Tori Trades' her recent live thing there? She had she was doing it live and she was teaching her strategy.
Yeah.
And she did it over 3 days. And she had like over 11,000 viewers.
Wow.
When I checked in on her channel, I was like, holy smokes.
Wow.
What a beast.
This market is yeah, what a beast this market.
Yeah.
Wow.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm not watching my trade anymore. It's either going to work or not work.
Yeah. Well, should I
Yeah,
take
the book's pretty dark.
considering taking a stab at a long here since we're still holding this
It's
same-
a hard one. It's a hard one. I can definitely see the arguments for the shorts. They just go with like the trend of the day. It's not the overall trend, but just the trend of the day. However, we're at 10:30 now. Sometimes that like momentum in the morning really slows up around this time. So who
But I
knows?
would like to see us seems like we're stuck sort of in this range now, right? So it'd be
Yeah.
nice to see us go one way or the other.
Yeah, and there is a lot of
I know it's kind of a gross range.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like this yesterday's range that it's stuck in now. Because yesterday it really was only 17 points all day. So it's like it just stuck in that same price action.
And the volume was just so low yesterday, eh? When you look back at the volume on the day.
These volume bars that pop up on the bottom, are these like all just relative to the day? Like if it's like it could be really, yeah.
I think it's relative to that like time of the bar, right?
Yeah, relative
that-
to the candle.
Yeah, the like that higher red one at 650 for you, like you can like correlate that volatility like with such a bigger candle because it had a lot more volume within that period of 2 minutes.
Well, I mean,
Right?
you can certainly look at the volume down here and just see
Yeah.
it was selling at the open, but now there's recovery. There's 100% some recovery here for the last, literally since 7 o'clock for the last 40 minutes.
Right?
Guys, I'm really liking kind of like Microsoft for a swing trade. Is anybody looking at Microsoft recently?
Let's take a look.
On the daily.
Soft on the daily.
On the daily, that's looking nice. Selling off from the top.
Yeah, so we had like a
Crossing the
fairly
view. Oh,
move up. It's slowed down at the 50 DMA. It's now crossed the 50 DMA and the high.
There's
dang, what a run up.
Where it
Oh my
rejected here
gosh.
is on daily bearish fair value gap.
Sorry, say that again.
Where it rejected is a daily bearish fair value gap.
Okay, what does that mean?
Is this
Was
on
it telling-
ES or?
This is for the Microsoft. The Microsoft there. So
What's your screen, Dave?
I'll bring it in there. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here.
Yeah, I don't.
So you're saying it's rejecting.
It did reject, off of this bearish fair value.
Oh, like
So see, this is right
And it's
there.
also
See this gap?
rejecting all-time high VWAP.
Yeah, we can toss one of those on there real quick. Yeah, definitely, right? And that's kind of lining up with that fair value gap. So, you know, I'm not saying that it's not going to go higher right now,
No, but you'd
typically
want to
there
wait
is going to be some sort of reaction here.
Yes.
Maybe we'll head back down to this other daily bullish
and
one,
then bounce again. Yeah,
500s, and then bounce again.
cool.
So, but it shows that these fair value gaps definitely work, right?
Yeah. And I'll look back on the end of the day, because even though we're moving down a little bit on Microsoft right now, I mean, the rest of the day could change that, right? So if we end up like this candle moves up and is a green, like hammer candle with a wick to the downside, like it's looking a lot better than what it looks at this current moment in time. But this area I definitely like for potential.
Yeah.
And position trades on NBO and ADBE. I don't know what those stocks are. I only trade the Mag 7.
I know one is Adobe. There's Adobe and NVO. I don't know NVO.
And do you guys ever look at the MACD?
No.
No.
So it's not really something that I use like for an entry, or it's more for like my exits kind of idea. So it just kind of like gives you an idea on the momentum. So if it starts curling over, and then the moving averages cross, you can kind of see it on the bottom of the line here.
Yeah, cool.
So like this is actually, you know, this candle, this 2 days ago green candle would have been probably a lot of people entered there because the MACD crossed then.
Gotcha. Yep.
That's kind of can be an entry. And then obviously, like if you go back to where this, you know, you're up here, you got another cross, which right on this candle.
Yeah.
And then, you know, as it goes lower, you can see the MACDs, like the moving averages are spreading apart. So if they're nice and wide and angled down, then you're definitely going to see continuation, right?
Okay.
Until they pinch back together again and cross. Then that's kind of like a signal to exit the move. So Ross Cameron, I don't know, you guys probably, obviously everybody knows Ross Cameron, but he uses MACD to know, like, to not be getting in on the wrong side of the move, basically.
Got it.
Yeah. So kind of gives you an indication like, oh, the move's over now. Or yeah.
I've just been using the 50 DMA just to like look at direction, and then like anchored VWAPs basically. I also just look at like overall trend, and I used to just trade via like a couple literally trend lines. It's like so silly, but
I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't
trading trend lines.
Swing trading is not like that. It's not crazy difficult, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be, in my opinion, so complicated. Like like in our day trading, we're very complicated with all of our technicals and judging this and judging that. Like swing trading is to me a little bit.
Why isn't it more simple? Why isn't day trading more simple?
I don't know.
Is it because we have to make so many more decisions and we just get in our way?
We're like, we just insert ourselves so much more. Whereas in swing trading, you make like a 5-minute decision and then you don't look at it for 3 days. You know?
Seriously, imagine.
I literally got into this Tesla position and I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I opened it up on Monday morning. I saw that Tesla had gapped up and I was like, oh yeah, I have a position in Tesla. Like legit forgot about it.
Well, yeah.
I know it's that expectation of time frame.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, I don't even expect this Tesla trade to do anything for a week. Whereas if you get in a day trade, you're like, fucking this thing better move right now.
Yeah,
This is the level. This is the reaction.
Yeah. Like what I'm telling my
time pressure on it.
It's like either just work or don't work.
So I guess what we are kind of looking for is, I mean, I'm kind of thinking that if we can take out previous day low, then we have room probably down to roughly 650, which is the bottom of like a trend line area that I've been having framed up here. Show you guys real quick here. Go back to the 1 hour because we've been quite in a channel for some time now. Sorry. Let's see.
Show us your channel.
Yeah. So we've been in this channel for, you know, look how long we've been in this channel for. all the way from there. So, and as you can see, it kind of like, this is sort of the middle point.
Yeah.
And we just broke through that middle point. So we could potentially be running down to, to the bottom side of this channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably could even cover a bit early, maybe 5 points higher.
Yeah.
So, but if the bears are in control today, like that's kind of what it's looking like.
Cool. What time frame is this? Why can't I see it?
This is on the 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I find it a little bit easier to.
Yes, for sure.
To line up your trends. So what I do is I look for the cleanest trend line that I can put on the chart. So wherever it's touching the most, like the most points, and then I just clone that. So if you just like right click it and you clone it, you can
cool.
the exact same little shape.
Oh,
line,
right.
Yeah. And then you just find like the next nicest area that it like kind of react off of. So.
Super simple way to show you like what direction the market's going if you like have trouble seeing it on the chart.
Yeah, for sure. And like it does react to those areas, right? So
yeah.
But again, like I'm looking for confluences usually. Like if there's something that's lining up with the bottom of the trend line, maybe be a little more enter.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, man, that yesterday's low of day is looking real nice right now.
I know, and I was that guy Adam Mancini. He's on Twitter and he always sends out a newsletter. And it's like I genuinely don't know this guy's background or even if he's a profitable trader, but he does call out some great trades before, like during them happening, like at entry, not like hindsight. So I trust him for that. And he talks about the way institutions buy stocks, and it's basically with a sweep of levels, like yesterday low, Asia session low, major swing levels, and it's just it's an immediate sweep of that level where previous day's low is taken out. We must be going for previous day low, but then that's actually the buy signal for them, and then that's their reversal.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
So basically, all to say, I'm like conditioning myself, like, okay, if we take out 6663, we might be at 6680 in 2 hours after that. Like, we don't need to continue lower just because we take out a key level to the downside.
Right. Yes, because it might just be a sweep of that level. And if you look like you can almost like see it, like the liquidity sitting there with like your wicks, like that, it just looks like a good level, if that makes sense. Comparatively, like, and when I'm looking on the 1 hour chart, it looks like a better liquidity sweep level than Asia low. Does that make sense?
For sure. Asia low looks like nothing.
Yes, like when you're looking on the larger chart and it's like, oh, okay, like definitely could have saved some of my like trading bullets for that because I only have 3 and I'm already in my 3rd trade, so this will be it, right? But that's actually interesting to look at.
Well, and it's cool too when it's like on Bookmap, there is just a huge fucking red line at yesterday's low, and that's like all there is on the book.
Yeah, there's nothing really else to like look at right now, right? So if the book is, telling us truth, then it's saying it wants to go to those places.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not going to continue, right?
Yeah.
It's a lying sack of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the Bookmap orders, like it means something, but also like those things don't fill always. It could be the biggest freaking block ever, and then it just reverses harder than ever.
Yeah, like an iceberg order, sort of like what they're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where only some of the trades are showing on the book, but somebody's still there, just hitting the bid as it heads there. So I'm kind of having this little problem right now. I know it's kind of stupid, but because my calendar's so green, I'm like literally scared to trade. Know what I mean? Like I'm scared to
Yeah.
turn into a red day, and
Mhm.
because I just know it's around the corner.
Yes,
So
because
now
you know, like you've been on a high.
Yeah. So I've been
But I think-
reluctant to like take trades now for the last
Yeah.
couple of days.
Sometimes we do that to ourselves, and it's like if you're feeling like that, I mean, potentially you could size down a little bit for a couple days,
Yeah.
get your red out of the way at a lower size, and then start building up confidence again. But it's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. That's,
Or
there's just so many
or
psychological
you
levels.
do
Or
or face the pain and you size in. You're trading well, Dave. Size
that's
up.
true. Double down. I
Or
don't know.
or just not size up, but don't change anything. I think that's because I remember this is Tom Hugard's book. His line, it says, every trader when they start to do well, they size down. He's like, no, like you. That is
Size
what
now, go
everyone
ahead
else
here.
does.
Yeah,
And then it's like when traders are losing, they size up because then it makes the drawdown go faster.
Yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, guys. Well, I've just been sitting in
Well, yeah, those.
about 5 points of drawdown this whole entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back in. Oh, yeah, you got back in that
Yeah, I'm
trade
still in this little sucker.
Fucker.
in a long.
In a long.
Let's go, Wolves.
Yeah.
Artlist.io.
We need those. We need that wall to hold there at 67,
Yeah, it is a little bit of a wall, isn't it?
67, 66, 67.
Who knows?
I feel like overall the volume is on your side. The low volume, the hold of
Yeah.
the lows. Well,
Music licensing reimagined.
I know. It's like you say something, and then like as we speak,
and
like
then it's
you,
I know, and we just read way too much into these candles. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
the nice thing about this is like I've really gotten decently at just letting it go. So I'm not like tempted to get out early to save myself a couple points of drawdown. Like it is what it is, you know? Like my max, I'll hit about $500, maybe a little bit more, which is about my max. Like it's definitely creeping up to being a max loss. It is a max loss day for sure. But more importantly, I have 3 trades. So this is my 3rd trade.
yeah.
It's been pretty nice that we're holding that electronic value area low, though.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just hope that the buyers are still
Day
there.
trading when I'm watching Tesla climb with actual real money.
Music licensing reimagined.
Making that bank.
Yeah.
How much longer are you going to stream for today, Dave?
He's like a marathon streamer.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I know
30,
you
maybe
are
an
the
hour or
marathon
something. So, I'm working hard to try to get more and more viewers. That's the main reason I'm,
Mm-hmm.
putting in all the extra time right
Yep.
now,
The YouTube grind.
trying to build it a bit. But
Well, I
Sundays
think on
and
this
holidays
note,
are
now
like
that
the best
we're,
days.
For viewers.
Yeah. It's because nobody else,
Interesting.
none of the big streamers are trading, right? So
Oh yeah.
Music
Yeah.
licensing
a little gap in the market.
But on
sort
that
of.
note, I don't know about you, Christine, but with my trading, so I'm gonna head on out.
Yeah, good job,
And
Thomas.
Good job today, Thomas.
yeah,
Yeah, really
I will
good trade. Kept it green. Followed your
kept it
plan.
green, kept it tidy,
Added in.
followed my plan, added
Yeah.
in, pushed
I-
the mental barrier or the mental
Yeah,
wall.
and your process, and just like yesterday, your process was like on point.
Artlist.io.
And it was the same process. Same
Same
process.
process.
I didn't let myself do anything differently.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Very nice.
Nice job.
All right. Another day in the books.
Another day.
Nice
Okay.
stream with you guys. Nice
Talk
chatting.
to you later, Thomas.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Music licensing reimagined.
Tilda's chilling.
Yeah. I drew some trend lines there, so hopefully I'll help you out.
Now that the trend lines are on, it's got to do something.
Yeah. It's just going to go up here. It's going to break the top of this line,
Oh
and
my
then it's just going
gosh.
to head back
That's
up to the value area high.
Where's Randy? Did Randy get in a trade?
Good
Or is he
question.
still on stream?
Artlist.io.
They got a short framed up right now. I don't know if they're in it. It looks like Austin, or it looks like Evans.
Looking at a short? Of course he is.
Yeah. Well, he's looking. We're coming up on the New York VWAP there too, right? So he's looking at NQ though.
Yeah, he trades a lot of NQ now.
Yeah, I've been leaning more that way. On the days that I'm like feeling a little more tired or less confident, I will be trading ES.
Yes, that makes sense.
Because it's a little bit slower, a little bit easier movement.
Oh yeah, I meant
Still
to.
risky, obviously, but
Jose, I forgot to read this, but you're helping your father-in-law load up some scaffolds. Needed the Celsius this morning. Yeah.
that's an energy drink.
Yeah. They're so good, but like not good for you. Energy drinks in general. But when I went to the States on my like a 3-week van trip, I loaded up on the Celsius. I was like addicted to it. I was drinking like a couple a day, and that for me was like I had to like quit. But they were so good.
Yeah.
I'm on 3 cups of full test coffee today, so basically it's like I'm drank a few of those Celsius drinks.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Some days you just need the extra caffeine.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty tired this morning.
Mhm.
I guess I was actually feeling pretty tired yesterday, and then it's kind of carrying on to today also.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes hard to catch up on that sleep.
I even took like a 2-hour nap yesterday evening, but then I didn't get to bed till like 11 p.m. last night. That's part of the problem that I have is I get back, like I was visiting my mom, and then I came back home, and then I was like started looking at my YouTube. I'm like, oh, there's no videos uploaded for tomorrow or the next day or the next day. So then I'm editing videos, and I look, and it's like,
it's 11 o'clock. Yeah.
I gotta go have a shower and get to bed like now.
Like immediately.
Yeah. So I always say like, oh, I want to go to bed like 9:30 tonight. Never happens.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I put out a couple more videos. I think actually one of the shorts. I think it's just with me and Randy. I was looking, so I used StreamYard. You can use StreamYard to like use their AI to like clip shorts out of the streams that we make.
Okay. Yep.
So I did that recently, and then if you go through them all, and only a couple of them really work out good. Like it's not.
Nice. Yeah.
StreamYard isn't that good for their
Sure.
AI. Like I noticed that their image is not in the right spot sometimes.
Right.
So, but I found 2 clips that I used. So I just quickly edited those guys and put them in there. Yeah. And then I also uploaded a 2-hour trade for a video.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. That was a holiday Monday slow grind winner. Yeah, I've really been trying to let those winners run. And sitting in some of those trades for, like I said, for like 2 or 3 or even 4 hours now sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Like sometimes we impose our timeline on a trade, and it's like you can't really do that. It's just whatever the market gives you, right?
So unfortunately, we didn't break out of the top of that channel.
No, we have not, and we are holding our low of day VWAP very nicely.
Okay, you did put one on there.
Over and over again. So a really nice retest of oh my gosh, the opening range low. Sorry, I lost my words there for a second. So
I mean, technically I think this is a bearish channel.
Oh, right. So like it would break out the bottom is what it's saying.
Yeah, actually, it's hard to say actually because
Do we know what our trend lines mean?
all we know is if it breaks out one side or the other, that's the direction it's probably gonna go.
Yeah, exactly.
But usually, well, it's a flag though, right? It's kind of a flag pattern, so technically
Yeah.
it would be a bearish flag. If it was a channel, like if it's a channel sloping down, that's a
Yeah.
bullish channel, and if it's a channel sloping up, then that's a bearish channel.
Got it.
So like typically the price is gonna, you know, in a bearish channel, it's gonna go higher before it actually makes the move lower,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Well, my stop is at 65.75, so
Oh, you got lots of room still though. So that's
I've
good.
got a few
And we
points.
got a nice hold there of that, again, value area low, electronic value area low.
Yeah.
The bottom of that wick is right there. So let's see. Hopefully this candle closes, you know, relatively up to the top of this 5-minute candle.
Yeah, who
That'd be
knows?
definitely nice.
I'm in this trade because I took it. I don't see it as a high probability trade, but it's going to play out for me either way.
Music licensing.
What do we got? The other indices down. They're all looking pretty similar. They all sold off and are going sideways now.
Yep.
And with this sideways price action too, because I'm often looking for fair value gaps.
Yes.
You don't form fair value gaps when you have candles back to back like that. You
Okay.
need kind of like expansion candles,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when that's when you form.
Artlist.io.
Are we breaking out on the bottom? I'm just watching yours now.
Yeah, kind of want to. I almost
Sure.
want to join you on a long here.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I just feel
feel
like we might find support right here at this
I don't know.
these previous wicks.
I feel like it's about to stop me out.
See the buyers coming in on the tape there, the green. Let's see. Come on, buyers.
I do feel like I need just an extra couple points of stop right now, but
This is clear battle point right now, as you can see by the way the price action's bouncing, and watching
Yeah.
the tape there, like it's just like the green and the red are just like battling. There's a lot of red coming through right there, but they didn't really move it lower, so that's kind of good. You know, if we end up holding this and start looking bullish again, I'm definitely going to enter along.
I feel like I'm just like
It's trying to
haven't
edge you.
stopped out yet, but I think it's just about to. It's just like teasing me. There, it's going.
Music licensing.
There, it's gone.
Reimagine.
All right, 5:54, red for the day.
That's too
Oh,
bad.
why does this not lock me out? Those
Did you
bastards.
put it on just you have to set, did you not set it to lock and or liquidate and block? I was gonna say lock and liquidate.
So I have a maximum trades per day. Why did it not?
Artlist.io.
Safe. Yes, I have reached them.
Looking like is this Randy's trade? Yeah, I think Randy's. Oh no, this is. Yeah, I think Randy's in a short.
Nice. Just don't know why.
Zach just came on. Zarb.
Nice. Yes, I know, but why is it not? Sorry, I'm just talking to myself.
Reimagine.
Well,
All right, well, now I'm officially out of that trade, so I can probably go on about my day. Except now we're at.
NQ's now at POC. So 80% setup worked on NQ today.
We're at yesterday's low of day right now.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, previous day low. Again, I'm just not not feeling that confident in my trades currently.
I
So
know.
I'm just that's why I keep holding off,
Selling.
waiting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Music licensing reimagined.
And it hasn't really been presenting me with many opportunities. I kind of like missed it out of the gate. I should have had I would have had to enter before 45, before the first 15 minutes. I mean, I guess there was an entry that the one that Thomas got
Yep, for
was
sure.
definitely the best
Well,
entry.
I think Michael took a nice short too, so hopefully he's
Artlist.io.
in profit, but he would have taken it off the deviation band -1.
Mhm.
But also the retest of the opening range low was really nice trade. You entered somewhere around there for short.
Yeah, that retest was nice.
Yeah.
The New York VWAP was right there also. That is true.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here for a reaction.
So was there any entries for you to take a short on that strategy you've been looking at?
I don't.
Because that's the only thing that I noticed on the last 2 days that you've taken the losses. Is it like your trades were kind of like counter trend trades? Even though they're like short-term trend, overall we're bullish
Right.
still, right? But
Artlist.io.
short-term trend
I don't
was kind
know.
of like the counter trends. Because I guess the only like we didn't really go pop up at all for you to get an entry on, because you would have been looking at like London highs maybe for an
Yeah.
entry.
Music
Yeah.
licensing
So never really quite got there.
No.
Does a deviation would the deviation have met that 630 candle? Like the top of the 630 candle?
Which is 6:30? Is that the open?
930, sorry. 930 open candle.
9:30? No, the deviation would have been. Deviation at that point was at 66.91.
So still a little, not quite even
We
there.
were we opened at overnight VWAP essentially, and just moved down from there.
Mm-hmm. I guess part of the reason I've been so reluctant to trade too this start of the week is FOMC coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to predict price
Yeah.
action leading up to that. So
Yes, and that's not a bad thing. Wait till after FOMC and then take some trades.
we do have a bearish fair value gap currently, actually down here at we're just kind of entering into it right now.
Yeah,
So could think about taking a short here.
yeah.
Because value area low has been, quite a bit of it was support, and now that we've broken it, is it going to turn into resistance? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Who knows? How did everyone else do? Is there anyone still around that wants to tell us?
How's it doing?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, NQ just really bounced off its previous day point of control.
Yeah. And I mean, ES is bouncing off its previous day.
Like, look at this here. This
Up $80. Nice job, Keith.
point of control here. Like, it's ripped straight down there and just straight
Yeah.
up off a point of control. So they work. It's just a matter of, finding the confluences and, building your confidence on taking those trades.
And timing matters. Timing and location. You can have those things all matter, and sometimes they're going to differ in what is the better level that day and things like that. So it's all, yeah, this is a nice move up.
Music licensing
Maybe I'll take a trade on I've been avoiding trading my evaluation accounts too, because they're like nicely in profit. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm at this point where I'm just like scared to take trades because
I know. You got to like rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, I just want to like, keep the grind going up.
Yes.
This is yes. NQ.
Artlist.io.
We did reject off that fair value gap. Damn, I was too late. I was trying to get over to my Lucid accounts to take the short there, but it just kind of. I'll show you here on the NQ on this one because it shows it clearer. But look at that. Like, so this is exactly what you're looking for on the fair value gaps.
Right.
You want one that's going with the trend, right?
Yes.
And then it just when it dips up into it, you enter it, and then you got to take relatively fast. You take profits though.
Interesting.
Like, would have been like my entry would have been if we would have got it, would have been at 30, and then maybe like 22 or 20 would be your exit. So if it was down at 22, I probably would have been trailing pretty tight.
Yes.
But yeah, you can see it reacts off those levels pretty well.
Yeah, very cool.
All the time. But you got to be fast enough to get them.
Music licensing reimagined.
All right, Dave, I think I'm going to call it a day. If I stare at this thing anymore, it's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, good luck on the Tesla trade. Continue higher.
Thank you. Thanks, and we'll see ya. We'll catch up tomorrow or the next day.
Sounds good.
All right.
Have a good
one. Bye, guys.
See ya. So sort of a no trade today, guys. Still just chilling here. I did take that paper trade account, practice account with heavy size just to if you guys watched the podcast behind the charts, they've been talking about sizing up in your practice account so you can get used to seeing the numbers like differently compared to what you'd normally see it as. So like say your stop's normally 300. Well, maybe now your stop's going to be 700 or 800 kind of idea. So just getting acclimatized to these different, fluctuations in the profit and loss or where your stop loss is going to go and whatnot. So that's kind of what I did today. Other than that, so did get a winning trade on the paper trade there, but still looking for some sort of an entry here. I did like this fair value gap that we're currently in the first time it entered. It could still be a valid one. We could have taken it again there, it's looking like. But hey, Ajaz, any trades? No, I don't have any trades currently. I'm just watching here currently, trying to come up with this great trade strategy. But good morning to you also. I'm just not feeling, I'm just feeling a little bit less confident today. So just, internally looking at my mental capital currently. And it's, my mental capital, I would say, is a little bit on the lower side. So it's kind of like making me reluctant to take trades today because I've been on, on such a good run here that I really don't want to mess up my month by, oversizing or over trading or something, getting caught in with this low mental capital, making poor decisions. So I've been a little slow to take any trades today. But we're currently stuck in the range between the previous day high and the point of control. So if we can get out of this area, we could think about entering for some continuation. Maybe if we can break below this point of control, we could head down towards the value area low as an idea. But I'm just not feeling 100% right now, so I'm kind of like you know, thinking I should at least size down or you know, limit my trades currently. So that's where we're at. We could have taken that short entry there on the bearish fair value gap. Would have been in roughly around 30, and it's currently at 22. Could have got a 10-point trade there.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, it's too bad. It could have taken that short there, but it's all good hindsight. After it did the first retest, and then I wasn't feeling as confident in it, but it definitely worked. Connected short, you know, at the 30s, put our stop at the value area high, which is a little bigger, but maybe like a 10-point stop, and then 15-point TP would have been the idea.
Music licensing reimagined.
But the buyers are here. You can see like this is definitely a key level battleground for this could actually be the sweeps that we needed before we head higher. We hold the point of control, and then we end up heading higher here. So I guess what we'd be looking for is you know, ideally if we were to get above any of these, you know, the previous day VWAP, and I gotta put my New York VWAP on here, 630. Right, if we can get up above these 3 VWAPs here, the 2 VWAPs and then the 200 EMA, we're definitely looking bullish. We'll for sure go back to, you know, 24,600 area. But you know, just looking at the book, there's not a whole lot of levels to trade to. Like, let's go over to NQ here on the book, see if there's anything a little bit more clear over here. We do have 24,540 above, which is right here, just at the value, just below previous day high. And on the downside, we got 24,510, which is right at the point of control there. I think you're done for today. Okay, Keith, have a good one. Thanks for coming by. And I think you said you're up $80, which is nice. You have a green day. Easier to walk away when it's green day.
Artlist.io.
Look at that bearish candle there, guys.
Music licensing reimagined.
Pulling down, pulling down. So we did dip back into that fair value gap, just touched it. Wouldn't have quite got to my entry there, but I had that a little too high if it was like that. And then we put our TP right there at the PLC. Definitely another valid entry there. Fortunately, just missed it. Just missed it.
Music licensing reimagined.
looking pretty heavy. Let's see here. I'm gonna put this fair value gap in here.
Artlist.io.
So a nice bullish sign, if we did think about doing a long, is if we could invert this fair value gap.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Looking pretty strong after that wick, though.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So we currently have 18 viewers. We got 3 in Randy's YouTube, 4 in my YouTube, and 11 in Randy's X channel. So always like to say thank you to all you viewers that are checking in. We appreciate it. Makes this all worthwhile. Hopefully you guys are, taking some good trades today. So I guess at this point we're kind of looking for an inversion on this fair value gap. So it looking like we might be getting it here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So I'm gonna wait for a closure of this candle above, and then we can think about taking a long here to. We could target sort of previous day high, and this electronic VWAP has been pretty. The VWAP's only right there, so there's not a whole lot of space to go, to be honest.
Artlist.io.
Kind of like 10 points. Pretty hard to even get 10 points unless we get a pullback to the top of this fair value gap.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Getting a nice move here, but maybe are we gonna are we just gonna touch VWAP and then head lower is kind of the question at this point, right? That's the only thing that I see in the way of this inverted fair value gap. If we try to enter, that's why I'm like, there is a good potential we'll head to that electronic VWAP. So I mean, technically, we could probably shoot for 20 points.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm gonna try to enter along here, guys. Let's see if this works out. We can try to wait for a little pullback into this fair value gap now. We'll put our stop sort of here at the. So it's a 1-to-1 trade roughly. 20-point stop loss to a 20-point TP.
Artlist.io.
So See if we might get this entry right here. Didn't quite tap it. Looking like we might have missed it there. I'll give it a few more seconds here. If we can get it, get a fill. There we go. We got that entry. So we're gonna put our stop down here. Put our TP up here. I'll be looking to take some partials up around here. Let's go limit sell 3 up there. If we do take this out, we're going to bring our stop to break even here. Not really liking this, the fact that we pushed right through it right away. So we really need to hold support here at the value area high. If we start heading lower here, I might end up cutting it a bit early here. Just don't want to, I mean, I am only risking 200. I'm copy trading 3 accounts here in this trade. This is my Lucid copy traded evaluation accounts. Definitely not liking that rejection and then that, you know, break of the value area high. But let's see if the buyers can't step in here right away. If not, like, I think I might just cut this a little bit early because usually I'm looking for a pretty fast reaction off that level. Need to get back above value area high here. Should have been patient, actually, guys. I thought that we had inverted this fair value gap, but you know, this candle didn't close, so that actually, that fair value gap is still a bearish fair value gap. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it, guys. Here, give it another second. See if we can't find some buyers here. 2250 orders at 2250. If we end up taking those orders at 2250. I think I'm going to get out of this trade. But looking like we're getting a bit of a bounce here. Let's see. Maybe we're okay.
Music licensing reimagined.
Seeing lots of green on the tape here, so there are buyers in this area. But we definitely need to break above this, back above this fair value gap if we're going to, that's kind of the line in the sand on the upward side. So I went in pretty small though, only 5 contracts here. Like I said, I've been feeling a little lack of confidence in my decision making here. So just going with a little bit smaller size. I've been trying to trade 10 or 15 contracts recently, so need the bulls to step in here, keep pushing us higher. We do have this 9 EMA, which is kind of, it's rejecting a little bit off the fair value gap in the 9 EMA. And then we also have our previous day VWAP and our previous day's electronic hours VWAP right in that fair value gap. So a lot of things working together, but it's actually on the wrong side. We're on the wrong side of the trade currently. So let's see if we can. The buyers are stepping in and seeing lots of green on the tape. So we're not out. We're not out of the rough yet. Heading back down to the 22s here. Need these buyers to continue holding that 2250 level. So again, buyers stepping in there, which is pretty nice. They really want to push down to those 2250 area though. So we're going to see if we can get some buyers here. Let's see if we can get some buyers. 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 Let's see if we can get some buy and looking like they took off some of the orders at 20. Oh, they're back on there. Oh, there we go. We took those 22s. Looking like we're gonna get stopped out here, guys. Do I want to cut it? We do have orders at 10. Bouncing off the point of control there nicely.
Music licensing reimagined.
Getting ready to close it here. If we start breaking below this, you'll see. I have a half a mind to actually add at the PLC here, but you know, feel like I'd be giving away a little bit more to the risk here. New candle here. We need to get a bounce right away here, guys. The buyers are there. I'm seeing some green on the tape, guys.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bearish still, guys. We can't seem to get any move, even though the buyers are there. You can see some green on the tape, but 12, 10, 11. If we can start moving up a bit here, I could think about adding to this trade to see if we're going to get back up to those levels. We do have orders now up at 24, just came on 24, 27, and 30. So is that we could be 527 and 530 area, which is right up at our entry. So it's a nice bounce here, guys. So we're not dead in the water just yet. Finding support again at the POC. But let's see if we're going to
Music licensing reimagined.
I want to give it a little more space. I think I might give it a little more space here, guys. Normally I don't like to add any more room, but I just feel like we might just kind of wick through some of these points of controls here before we head higher. We are finding some buyer support in this area, so I just don't want to get out of this too prematurely. Was saying I should probably cut this early, and maybe I should have could have cut it around $100 loss. We're in 3 accounts right now though, so would like to get a little bit of a bounce here. Would be nice. We have orders at 510 and then down at 500 also.
Music licensing reimagined.
Not loving this break of the POC here, guys. Might be a red day today. Looking like it's going to be a red day today. Good thing about adding here, just because like we are so close to my my stop here, we would only be adding maybe like $50-$60 stop, but I would like to wait for it to like, you know, start showing a green candle rather than, you know, adding on a bearish candle here. So
Music licensing reimagined.
but yeah, it's looking like we're probably getting stopped out here, just the way that it's looking. What are the chances that we're going to hold this? Not that good. My stop is pretty tight there too, versus like the levels. So need those buyers to step in here. Those orders on the book up at 30 went away. They took them away. Maybe they're just convinced it's going to go lower here. I hate to walk away right now, but I do have to go to the bathroom. So, I mean, if I end up getting stopped out, I end up getting stopped out. But I will be right back.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
All right, I'm back.
Music licensing
Still surviving, still surviving. Is this? I'm really hoping this is going to be the area where we make that turn. Shouldn't really be taking a counter trend trade, but yeah, we're starting to fall now. Probably going to get stopped out still here, guys. But it is what it is.
Artlist.io.
ES is sitting at the previous day low.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, we're going to get stopped out here. Look at that wick. Oh, we got edged, guys. We got edged.
Artlist.io.
We got edged there, guys. That's a good thing I moved that stop there. This is like the moment of truth, guys. Like if we go higher here, we're
Artlist.io.
I might have been really lucky with that little move there. I moved that just down a little bit. Holy smokes. Come on, Bulls. Let's get in here. Let's get in here, guys.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I'm not convinced in the longs just yet either. But I do like the fact that we swept the lows there and we didn't take me out. So if we can get a nice closure, we got 1 minute left on this candle. If we can close up above the POC, that'll definitely give me a little bit more confidence that we might be at least heading back to New York VWAP. Taking that trade back to the New York would be nice. We got 45 seconds left on this candle.
Music licensing reimagined.
Come on, buyers. Let's go. Seems like the sellers are stepping back in here, though. We got 20 seconds left on this candle. We did bounce right off. What would have been Friday's VWAP, I guess, right? Yeah, because today's Tuesday. So the light blue VWAP there bounced off that. Nice closure there too. So adding a little bit of a promise that we might be okay in this trade. Might be okay. The next level here is going to be this the value area high we need to get above.
Music licensing reimagined.
Uh-oh. Now we got to hold this POC, guys. POC, we got orders up at 30, which is below our break-even point. So this trade really isn't looking that good for me. Could have almost sold it at a smaller loss up there, but how do you know, right? We might just turn around and rip lower here, unfortunately. It's gonna retake that low, or are we gonna hold the POC again? Yeah, I'm gonna get stopped out here, guys. Look at that. Yeah, we're out. Oh, that's too bad.
Music licensing reimagined.
Still a valid bearish fair value gap. But yeah, that's too bad. Been reluctant to trade, and then this is going to be my biggest losing day so far on this month. If I end up ending there, it's basically going to be a 750 red here because I copy traded my 3 accounts, my Lucid accounts there. Only down 250 on those accounts, which isn't a huge amount, but
Music licensing reimagined.
yeah, there we go. Hey guys. So really that my mistake on that trade was this 5 minute. I thought it had inverted this fair value gap, but I didn't wait for the full closure, and then as you can see, it did sell off back down there. Let's get rid of this so we don't accidentally get in on an order. But yeah, that 5 minute, I should have waited for this to be a closure above. I thought it did close for some reason. That's why I put that order there for the long, and it just didn't work right. Should have cut it early, like I was saying, because usually we're looking for a pretty fast reaction out of those zones. and we didn't get it. So it is what it is. On to the next one. Hopefully, I could try to take one more trade in this account. I have a maximum loss of 500 in this account. So I'm about halfway through my maximum daily loss limit on this account. Like I said, though, I am copy trading 3 accounts here. So this 250 is actually 750 or, yeah, 750 or so loser on the calendar anyways. So, but it's all good. We'll be patient here. We'll wait for potential another entry. 845. Just not loving this price action anyways. Probably should have just stayed flat, like I was kind of like leaning towards. With all this, look, we haven't really done anything here. All we did is just, chop sideways. And sideways is not not giving us any real clear entries. Want to wait for some momentum to go long or short. So I hope that this might end up being our low now, which is just holding support on this previous consolidation from the 15th, September 15th. Yeah. Yesterday's volume was, a lot of it was over there. Look at that hold though, hey guys, like wicked me out, and now it's holding the POC again. Do I want to take a long here again? I'm kind of convinced that I should be long. It's too bad we got stopped out there. 501, 502. Next, we got 26 viewers, 5 in Randy's, 7 in mine, and 14 in Randy's X channel. Just taking a moment to say thank you to everybody for tuning in, and hopefully you're doing better than I did on that last trade. Looks like some people in the chat were saying not convinced to go long yet, so that's good. I choked my trade, I guess, there a bit. But I didn't really want to risk too much more here, so it's hard not to calculate it when you're trading 3 trades or 3 contracts at once, or 3 accounts at once, I should say. Nice little take there at the 9 EMA. Let's see what they're going to do here. We got 2.5 minutes left on this candle. I'm feeling like the longs are still sort of in play here potentially. So I just got to take a phone call quick. I'll be right back.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So guys, I'm just I gotta take my dog to the vet here today, so I'm just take a couple phone calls here to line that up. It sounds like they need to change the appointment time, so I'll be right back in another minute. Sorry about that.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I guess the veterinarian had a family emergency. He had to leave, so I had to reschedule the time with the other doctor.
Artlist.io.
So we're still holding that POC here. I mean, at some point, I feel like the buyers are going to take control here and move us higher. Pretty strong bounce there. What's going to happen here at the value area high?
Music licensing reimagined.
So we got a little over a minute left on this 5-minute candle. Yeah, so if you guys are curious about these levels that I have on my chart, we got this gray one up here, which is labeled PDH, which is means a previous day high. So usually I will mark out the previous day high and the previous day low. As you can see right there's previous day high, this previous day low. These other levels are called like the value area levels. So how you get those is you go back to the previous day's price action, and you switch your time to 30-minute candles. I'll give you a quick overview here. We'll take a look at the ES here. We can just I'll show you how these levels line up. So what we do is take our time frame, put it to 30 minutes here, and then we'll do regular trading hours, right? And then we have this indicator session volume profile, which is basically just a profile of the volume throughout the day. You can see this area here, right? It plots 3 lines on your chart. Since this is our previous day's action, the middle line is called point of control. And you can see with these bars here that shows it's the highest volume area. So this price, this 6,671 area is where the most contracts were bought and sold. And it looks like more were bought than sold, as you can tell by like the green versus red here. And then at the top line, this one would be our value area high and our value area low. So when you're on the 30-minute time frame, you have to use it's best to use the 30-minute time frame. I noticed that the levels do change if you're not time frame, like this line might be in a different location. So I found that that's the best location to be at, and so that gets me the value areas. But I also level out the value areas, including the electronic trading hours. So if you're going to do that, so what you need to do is you need to go to your previous day, including the price action leading up to the previous day. So this would be, because it's on the 30-minute chart, this is our start of the electronic session. And as you can see, the levels do show slightly different. So I've started labeling these guys with electronic, just so like E in front of the value area high. So this is electronic value area high. This is the electronic point of control, and that's the electronic value area low. And then, you grab your previous day high, your previous day low on those levels. And then that's kind of those key levels that I'm using to help with making my trade decision, looking for confluences and more reasons to enter, right? And as you can see, they aren't like a line in the sand, like as in a hard line, like it's not going to cross that level. But if you look here, a lot of these candles are going to close right on those levels, right? Like this one's on the POC. We got a bunch of wicks that are holding up at the electronic value area low, and some body closures there. Ended up breaking below, touching the point of control, and we back up right to that value area high. So quite often you can enter at a level and then trade to the other level kind of idea, right? So that's sort of these volume levels that I'm putting on my chart as to, to add those confluences. So I'm looking for fair value gaps or VWAPs or trend lines to line up with those areas. And then that'll just help us make our decision on our entries. So breaking down a bit here again, guys, could think about taking a short here, I guess. Maybe going with the trend this time, something like this. Put our stop up here at the value area high, targeting the value area low. We could even think about actually trying to get to this guy with some contracts. Obviously, I'd be covering some down here at the value area low. So let's see how this candle ends up playing out. We got a minute and a half left here. Don't really want to take it until this candle is closed. This 5-minute candle. ES is pulling back. NQ is pulling back. The Dow is looking like it's finding some support. So that is kind of the only one thing that's kind of going against our short here from the other indices. But if we can break this low candle here, could definitely think about taking an entry here. It'd be nice if we could get a closure like down here at the, just below the 500s, and then maybe a retest on this point of control, and then jump in for the move again, the next move lower. But first thing is first, we need a closure down below the low of the day. That candle is 24,502. So just be a little patient here, just waiting to see. Again, we're just stuck in this range. We've been trending lower. I mean, I guess we could try to like put on some trend lines here, just help us visualize the price action here. Something like that looks pretty reasonable. We've been making lower highs off that trend line multiple times, also finding support at points. So there we did get that closure below the point of control, but we didn't get it. We didn't make a new low yet. So that's kind of got me a little bit worried about, concerned, not worried, about taking a short here. And, the value area low is sort of like lining up with this trend line too. So definitely would be taking profits, some profits in this area if we were to get into a trade here. But we got a whole bunch of orders at 24,500 down below. So but we're trading below all the levels now, so we don't really, everything is saying that the shorts are, the way to go right now. Let's see how we react here on this point of control, electronic point of control, and the regular trading hours point of control.
Music licensing reimagined.
Price action, unless we're in early, not very clear right now. Obviously, like we've been pretty much going sideways, down a bit, going sideways. So if we were to break up out of the top of this channel and get a closure above this fair value gap, we could definitely consider a long. The only thing is the New York VWAP is in the way also. So I'll be right back 1 second.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So we did take that low there now. We got 58 seconds left on this candle. So if we could, like I was saying, if we could see a nice closure below these lows, then with a retest to the point of control, you could think about taking a short there. But it's currently looking like we might just go lower here. Those orders are gone now at the 500 area. So let's just hope for a little bit of a bounce here, and then we can think about taking that short here. Looking like we're going to get that closure below. Three seconds on this candle. Nice quick bounce back up to POC would be nice. Let it go. Even 50%, 60% of that candle. Could think about I got my finger on the join ask button here. Just wait for a little bit more of a bounce here. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna try to enter. We're in there. Stop there. I'm actually gonna. We'll just do a full stop here. So our max loss is 500. So we'll basically be, if we do lose this trade, we'll be max loss on the day. I went in with only 5 contracts short here. Just need this area to be, you know, this 500. Hopefully this 500 is now flipped, and it's going to be our resistance area. So hopefully, you know, the sellers are going to step in here. We got 24,490 below as there's some orders down there. So we probably think about, you know, covering maybe like about 2 or 3 at that area. Just front run that a little bit. It's not going to give us much profit though. But let's do that. We'll take we'll try to do a limit buy of 2 there, and we'll bring our stop to break even if we do tag out those orders. We're slightly in profit anyways. But that 24,500 is going to be that key level for us right now to get lower. Kind of just depends on how far we're going to bounce off this level before we end up, you know, trying to push lower. Quite often after you take those levels, we do get a sort of a bounce, and then they just kind of like push it back down to retake that level. Now there will be less orders there, so it'd be easier for them to take it out. There was like 34 contracts there before, and currently now there's only about 14. Getting a pretty strong bounce here though. We're back up to that to our previous I guess it would be Friday's VWAP. And that point of control, is the point of control going to be resistance for us now? Let's see. If we end up looking pretty bearish, if we start, you know, ripping below that 500, we could think about adding near that area to get to a full size position here of 10 contracts in this account. But currently, yeah, I'm not really looking to add into a loser because it's just going to bring our stop down. So let's hope that the trend continues for us. But we have been curling in this area, so I wouldn't be surprised if we end up bouncing pretty hard from here. Really need to take that 500 level here, guys. We closed basically right on it and then opened and went higher. So I was hoping for a close below these wicks, which makes us have a new low, but I didn't. I was hoping that it was going to be below the 500 point, and now it's looking like it's going to go against us here. Damn, buyers are coming in. The volume is not super high yet. We got only 20 seconds left on this candle here, so volume did increase a bit there, or decreased a little bit compared to our last candle, but looking like today's not my day. Should have just listened to my initial feeling on my mental capital being low and not being that confident in taking these trades today. We're not dead yet, but if we start breaking up above this trend line with any distance, like this one went up 37, 42, 5 points above. So from there, 5 points above is, up to there. So we could potentially form a wick, something like that, before we head lower, but nothing for me still. Might call it. Yeah, probably good idea. Unless you got into this short like a long time ago, it's not the best value of risk to reward currently. Looking back, like I probably should have just been taking a long off the 500s, but had no real confluences there. The only thing that was saying that we might be going higher is that the Dow was bouncing. So let's see how this next 5-minute candle plays out here. As long as we hold this point of control and start heading lower like we are, not just a little bit lower, we got to break these VWAPs, but it's kind of sort of the line in the sand here, the idea behind the trade anyways. Probably should have ended the stream and left with everybody else and had a no trade day earlier. But I just really wanted to find some action today. A lot of buyers there, a lot of buyers. Need those sellers to protect the top of this channel. Would be ideal. Looks like some orders came on at 24,506. Basically right above my entry there. We'll have to see how this plays out here, guys. We got 2 minutes left on this candle. If we end up taking this, the top side of the channel with any momentum, I really should just close it early, minimize my losses on the day. Down 250, down 350, 375 currently across all three accounts. So roughly $1,000 losing day if we do. These are my test accounts from Lucid. So it's not in my funded account or anything, but all these guys we're pretty close to roughly the halfway point to passing the test. So it's all good though. We can't win every time. Can't win every day. Some days are going to be losing days. Might end up being two losers walking away almost down 1,000 on the day between those three copy traded accounts. One minute left on this candle here. A lot can happen in this next minute, so if we end up closing up above here, we'll definitely be getting out of that trade right away here. But ideally, what happens is the sellers just hold this level, push us back down right at the last little bit of the candle, kind of like what's happening there. It'd be nice if we could get some continuation on this. You know, it'd be beautiful if we could turn this candle to a dark blue before the end of the close. We got 30 seconds on this candle. If the next candle ends up, you know, opening up like above this channel, that's also not the best sign for us. So we do want the bears to kind of push us down a little bit here, keep us in that channel. Oh, but it looks like the buyers are stepping in at the last second there. 5 seconds left on this candle. I'm gonna get ready to close this depending on how this initial candle starts reacting here, because we are out of that trend now, or that channel. We need those sellers to protect the top of that wick. Just a patience game right now, just a waiting game.
Music licensing reimagined.
Quite the bounce since our entry. That 500 level is a pretty big psychological level. I sort of overlooked that also. Again, like I was saying, I think my mental capital is a little low today. Just kind of like missing some of these cues. Like, for example, I took that short or that long when this hadn't even invalidated that or inversed that fair value gap. And then now look at, I took that that short after we bounced right off of like that key level of 500. So yeah, and now we're finding support at the point of control here. Potentially going to move higher. So not loving it right now, guys. Is what it is, right? Just checking the viewers here. We got 18 on X, 7 in my channel, 5 in Randy's channel. We are at the start of week anchor. Gotcha. On the 15-minute. Gotcha. So like the 15-minute chart, the Monday's anchored VWAP, Monday morning open VWAP. That's that this guy right here. This the blue one would be yesterday. Yesterday would be Monday. Or did you run it from Sunday? Yeah, that's the Sunday start of session, right? Need the sellers to step on the gas here and push us down. We need to get below these point of controls. That would really give me a little more confidence that we might be getting back to the green at some point here in this trade. But the buyers are holding that point right now. Yeah, from Sunday start of session. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what this pink line is here. Just below the point of control there. This pink line is that anchored VWAP you're talking about. The only good thing so far is that the buyers haven't really been able to push past this wick too much. Come on, Bears, let's go. Let's change up this music, guys. Maybe that's going to help.
Artlist.io.
Sort of some dance music for you guys. I'm gonna dance the price all the way down. Did you guys like the volume of the music before? I just turned it up a little bit, so let me know how that sounds, or could you even hear it before? Just because Thomas, when he's got his headphones in, the music comes through really loud, so he doesn't really like that. So I just wanted to get your guys' feedback on how it sounds on your end.
Artlist.io.
Sounds good to you? Because I had it set at like 10, and now it's at 20, so it's a little bit turned up a bit here. Oh, we're moving sideways outside of this channel, guys. We really need the bulls to.
Reimagined.
Couldn't hear it before, can now. Okay, gotcha. There we go. Nice move there. Nice move. Come on, Bears. Let's go. Let's see if these if the Bears are stepping in or not here, guys. They're liking the jazzy dance music. Saxophones making them go wild.
Artlist.io.
Sellers, put the foot on the gas. Get us back into that channel. Because unfortunately, it's looking like this is like a breakout with a retest of the channel, right? The first couple candles that we had actually get out of that channel since if you look at where it's been drawn, like, yeah, we've had some wicks that reached out of it, but nothing really closed out of it. This opened out of it and then closed on it, and now it looks like we might be breaking back in. We really need to take this POC down below. If we could take this POC and this overnight VWAP from Monday's price action, start of week VWAP, however you want to name it, that would be beautiful, because then, looking like we might go lower. But so far, we're finding support here at the electronic point of control and that trend line. So let's see. Hopefully, this is just inducing some longs in before the bears smash it back down further.
Music licensing.
But these candles have kind of gotten pretty tight here in this area, so it's a bit of a battle. But yeah, not loving it, the fact that we're outside of that channel. We really need to get a closure down in there for this to look better. Still got those orders on at 505, 506 area down below. Just found a little support on that start of week VWAP. Dow's fought its way back to previous day low. Rejected a little bit off of the pre-market VWAP, the electronic hours VWAP. Looking like I don't have my New York on here. Trading above the New York VWAP on the Dow.
Artlist.io.
Currently getting that bounce here. Not looking very good, guys. Yeah. This POC has been pretty key level for support. It's going to take some real pressure from the sellers to be able to get through there. So originally why I was thinking long was the right trade for that area, but wishing I waited to enter short way up here in the middle of the POCs, and my stop would have been like kind of at the New York VWAP. So entry might not the best entry at this point. This is gonna be my second trade though that like basically has gone against me, like right away. Like, pretty much as soon as I got in the trade, it went against me. both of these last two trades. So bit of a roller coaster right now. Not really doing much. No real new information. So let's hope that means that the bearish, short-term trend is still in play. But these downward trending channels typically are bullish channels, right? Because if the buyers keep stepping in, at some point they're going to curl it out of that channel and head it higher, right? Just this trade idea was in the idea that we're going to still continue down in this channel for a bit longer, because we do have value area low and electronic value area low below us still, which we never engaged yet. So 80% setup says that, there's an 80% chance that you'll engage all the way to the value area low. So far, we've only really got to the POC. So unfortunately, we did get a close above the POC there. Not loving that. Buyers stepping in a bit here. I got my finger on the close button, close position here. Not trying to take a full loss on this second trade if I can avoid it. Nice little slap there by the sellers. Slapped us from 19 down to 16. But like I say, we really need to get down below this electronic control and get a closure down here below this Saturday VWAP. That would be, ideal. If we could do that, we could think about even adding to this trade, because that would definitely be a bearish signal. But as you can see, it's quite the battle, and nobody seems to be able to take control very fast here. I do have the vet appointment was supposed to be at 11 a.m., which is an hour and a half, but we actually moved it to 10:20, so I don't like that move there. We ended up taking out this high here. Give this a few more seconds to play out, but looking like I should probably just close it early. But like I said, we'll give it a few seconds here. Let's see what happens. I'm liking that little bit of rejection there. We do have the 21 EMA up above there, so I need to cut this right now, cut it early, and then it just will end up being slapped lower here. Need some of that hopium to come into play here, guys. The hopium that actually works. This is looking like it's not going to work though, guys. I wonder where Johan is today. We didn't see her today, but I wasn't. Normally, I'm not scheduled to trade live on Tuesdays. Usually, I'm just joining Randy in their channel, but I guess they needed some help filling in on the ASFX TV stream. So him and Nick, who you guys have seen also streaming on Randy's channel with us, they went to ASFX to stream live there. Definitely looking pretty bullish right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah. So tapped on that 21 EMA there. Got a little bit of rejection off there, a little reaction off of the 21 EMA, but I think that I'm going to make that the last line in the sand. If we start pushing any higher past this 21 EMA, I'll just cut it. We'll probably end up finishing the day there. So we're slightly above it there.
Music licensing reimagined.
1 minute left on this candle here. Bit of a bounce there again here, guys. Down 197 in this trade. Yeah, closing it here, guys. Sorry. I'm out there. So down 470. Shoot, in 3 accounts. That's definitely my biggest losing day in a while. Kind of knew this was coming. Gonna keep the losses controlled here though. So I probably won't be taking any more trades today. It just seems like it's not my day, you know. So I'm just gonna add these trades in here. We can see how it affects my month. So there, that one's down to 900. This one's gonna be at 1,000.
Artlist.io.
All right, so let's go back to our dashboard here. Let's look at this big red day now. Ruining my calendar here, guys. Basically erased my Thursday from last week there with this day. 6 trades. It says 6 trades, but it's only 2 trades actually in 3 accounts. But yeah, not loving that. 252, 252, 252, 217 times 3, all out there. Didn't get stopped out. Would have been still alive if I didn't cut it. But you know, it's looking like we're probably going to turn higher here. So, but yeah, that being said, you know, I think I'm just going to wrap up the stream here, guys. It is 9:30, so it's a pretty good time to wrap it up. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys fared a little better than me today. People who are on X, you know, would love to see you over on YouTube. Come on over, like and subscribe, or subscribe just so you can see when we're going live or when we're getting content released. But appreciate all the viewers, you know, 6 people on my channel, 2 in Randy's YouTube, 18 in the X channel. But much appreciate all the views, all the love, the comments. Too bad today couldn't turn out better, but hey, this is trading, right? We're going to limit our losses. You know, it's not, if you think about it as if it's just one account, which I have been trading it like it's one account. We're only down 470. It's a reasonable amount to lose on 2 trades, you know, so not too bad. But yeah, tomorrow we definitely need profits tomorrow. So anyways, appreciate you guys showing up. Make sure you check out Top One Futures if you guys are needing to get any accounts. They have really good deal on the Ignite accounts, and also you can get like up to 50% off the instant funded accounts. The target's a little bit higher, but the drawdown is a little bit bigger. Ignite is cheaper, but it's got the trailing drawdown or end of day drawdown. But they got the equity stability score, on the Ignite. So that means, you know, you got to consider your losses along with your wins. So you gotta have to set your risk parameters to be pretty tight on the losing side, and not very big on the winning side either. So, but yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Hopefully I'll be live tomorrow morning, 6:15 West Coast, 9:15 East Coast. For the open, and hoping to get a little more sleep, so I'll be have more mental capital, maybe make some more clear, better decisions tomorrow. But is what it is. We controlled our losses to a minimum. 400 in one account isn't that bad. Like I said, because we're copy trading, is what it is. You know, makes it a big red day. But thanks a lot for tuning in, and we will catch you tomorrow morning. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.